Hello, my dear, and welcome to episode 5 of our SACRAL Connection podcast. This is a sacred ritual that we have once a week to connect deeper and farther with the sacral area in our own life. We connect to our sacral chakra where sexuality and creativity jewels and all the energy connected to feelings, emotions, truly attuning with the most fluid part of ourselves. As usual, I let the world around me and what I experience through my week to inspire me to share these messages with you through my podcast, to share my voice, to share my truth. This is the truth that comes out from this part of the world, from my heart, from my own perspective. So it is individual and it is also collective at the same time, because we do all belong to the great cosmic oneness. And so what I share affects others. What you believe, what you feel, the actions you take affect the world around you. So somehow I know that I am touching your hearts through these messages. I am affecting your world, and I am also affecting my world as I dive deeper into who I am and I face my truths. I face deeper aspects of me. I face my depths. And I face some things that can be challenging or there can be bother me. So lately, I came in contact with people who are using plant medicine. This means they are using herbs or some kind of, I say drugs. I am not an expert on this topic. So what I want to share through this podcast is more of my experience than a scientific report. So I came in contact with these people and I had a lot to ponder about the fact that people in general, then there are always exceptions, are using drugs or any other escamotage to find God, to have answers, to have clarity, to have support in making a decision or a very important step for their own life. I have to say that in this moment of my human existence, I feel a bit different. And I've been pondering, maybe I am more magical than others. Maybe I am more open. For sure, the Heartstorming have shaken me and have changed my life. I am more connected with my heart. I had stopped using my mind. Of course, I use it to go to an appointment, to get the train, to buy a ticket, things like this. But in the most important decisions of my life, I use my heart. I use my intuition. I use the wisdom of my body. Art as well and creativity is doing a lot of sacred work with me. Because basically all these things, the Heartstorming, the heart connection, the authenticity, this continuous attunement with my body and practicing art and creativity are helping me to tune into myself. And so I meet God there. Of course, I need support in my ascension journey. Of course, I need support in my terrestrial experience. However, what has changed is that I search for God deep within me. I attune more deep within me. I dig deep into myself. And I have more awareness that what I need, what I search for, all the answers, all the solutions, all the clarity is deep within me. So it is not that I avoid to look at the world around me, to listen to what other people are saying to me, to receive signals and signs. These are so important to me, and I receive so many of them. The fact that has changed is that while once I was focusing more on the other people, on the outer events, now I feel this pull to focus more on myself, to go more deep within, to trust what I find there, to trust my intuition. And for me, it has become simpler and simpler to reach a state of ecstasy, to reach a trance state where I can have visions, to be attuned with my senses, to have my senses open wide, and to receiving messages from Source, which is me, just in another form. I have a little bouquet of fresh roses here. And I smell deeply their scent. I have picked them from my garden just yesterday, and they are intoxicating my kitchen and the rooms in my home. And when I smell a rose, I ask, how is it possible that you smell like this, that your smell is so deep, so intoxicating, so heart-opening? And I recognize magic in this. I recognize magic in nature. I recognize magic as I look at the sky, as I look at the clouds, as I look at the stars, as I look at a tree, as I pick flowers, or I simply smell them from the ground. And I can recognize these elements because these elements are within me. Through the power of breathing, for example, just by breathing deeply, I can reach a state of ecstasy just by letting my body to move freely. I can feel an orgasm just by attuning with the power of my heart, just by placing my hands on my chest and feeling physically my heart. I can feel part of the oneness, and I can embody this fact. So, is it only me that I am magical, or is this something that belongs to you as well? God is within you. You are God. I challenge you to discover your unique ways to meet God deep within you. There's not only one road, there are many roads, And you can explore many of them, which is your divine way or ways, and keep walking them on a daily basis. Keep trusting them. Keep trusting that the more you dive deep, the more you connect, the more you feel oneness, the more you are aware of God's presence deep within you, and the more you know in your heart, so without the need of explanations, that you are God. I warmly invite you to join the Heartstorming path. I had also created the Masterclass of the Inner Divinity Emersion. They are ways for you to connect more with God deep within you, to open up your heart, to start approaching life from the heart view, from the heart point of view, from the body's point of view, following your intuition, trusting the wisdom of your body, knowing that what you know deep inside your heart, and that when it comes from your heart, there's no need for rational explanation, because you only know it, and this is more than enough. So with this podcast today, with our sacral connection, ritual and appointment, I warmly encourage you to meet the God within you and to be bold about recognizing him or her deep within you, and then to start living your life in your God presence. God is within us. We do need external elements. We do need to search for God outside of us to understand at the end of the journey that these elements are bringing us away from the true God who dwells within us. And at the same time, all those roads somehow, hopefully, will bring us back into our heart. So wherever road we walk, wherever path we travel, at the end we are brought back home to our heart, to our center. So isn't it worthy to attune immediately with this powerful source of truth, of enlightenment, of awareness, of divine presence deep within us? So I leave you with this challenge to find God deep within you in these days we have before us, until our next appointment with the next Sacral Connection podcast. And I invite you to join the Heartstorming path, to open your heart, to change your life, to answer the call you may feel right now, to discover your more, to embody your truth, and to face and meet God within you. The same if you want a softer path, yet still very powerful. The Inner Divinity Emersion Masterclass is available for you. All links will be shared below the podcast. And with this, I bless you and I love you. And we will meet heart to heart next time through the next Sacred Connection sharing. Blessed be.